to start with, everybody takes 7 stress.
No. Why, what's that?
You guys fled from combat and you engaged in basic combat.
I'm gonna need significant amounts of alcohol.
Ooh, Ophelia is low.
Yeah, I might drink alcohol for a week.
Or I'll just be the guinea pig for what happens when you go over your stress limit.
Finally. So yeah, last time you guys were wandering the Wiltshire sewers a bit more and wandered into this room where the translocator was like freaking out as if this is some big source of magic or something, and found a horde of hellhounds.
And I wish you
You
really
stay away, hellhound.
I
The hellhound at the gate is going to try to attack it and break it down.
Oh,
Lou with the guards is seeing that as this hellhound's is snarling and biting at the gate, trying to tear it down, but managed to shake it a bit and scare the guards a bit, but has not managed to do anything more than that. Oh, back to Melvin.
I think I want to attack the nearest thing with level 1 guiding bolt. The nearest enemy, not just the nearest thing.
Okay, so if you want to make a attack roll, I think there is one near you.
no.
Yeah, right across the way.
18 for the roll, and then spell cast modifier is 6. So it's a
well,
24.
That definitely hits. So go ahead and roll damage.
19.
But yeah, Melvin, you hold out a hand and your guiding bolt zips out from you and strikes this hellhound across the way. And you see like a large patch of blood like splatter out, cracking through its icy armor, but it's still barely limping along.
Okay, and then I'm gonna use for my bonus action. I can't use. Can I use a cantrip?
Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna use Sacred Flame on it.
Okay, so go ahead and roll another ranged spell attack.
I think is it not an attack? It's an attack save, so they roll a dex of 14. If they pass, then it doesn't hit.
So they rolled a 10, so I think they fail.
Yep, they fail. So I roll 2d8.
As you strike it with the bolts and then throw out some holy fire, you see the icy hellhound bursts into radiant flame and falls over dead.
Hell yeah.
Yes.
A very lengthy, drawn-out turn, but at least I got a kill.
So do you want to move? You still have movement.
I still have movement even after all that. Yeah, I guess I move closer to my buddies over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Because I think my movement's 20. Let me just make sure. 25 is my movement speed. So, but that is 25. Yep, I'm good.
Okay. To Ophelia.
Okay, I'll cast Healing Word on myself. I think I still have a 30.
Yes. So you heal for 12.
And then I will, I'm gonna stay with the guys. That's probably my best bet right now. So I'm good.
Best.
Okay.
Except
Is it healing word a bonus action? So you still have an action. I think.
Oh, is it?
Let me see.
I just,
Yeah, it's a 1 bonus action, so you still have an action.
then I will hold Eldritch Blast.
Do you still have a negative roll on Eldritch Blast? Remember you used to.
I used to?
Yeah, when you first started.
Oh. How do you know if you have a negative roll?
Like a negative modifier. What's it? It's not on charisma, is it? It's on at least not for druids. I don't remember.
I think it's still charisma for Hannah, which she has a negative in.
Oh, Eldritch Blast is charisma?
Yeah, it's charisma based.
It's a warlock spell.
This guy trips some traps. Suffers 4 damage. In his desperation, he's going to use a cone attack. So go ahead and roll a dexterity check.
17?
So you take 10 damage.
Oh boy.
As this hellhound in his desperation billows out green poisonous gas from his jaw.
Well, if that's the case, then I'm down.
Oh, you're down?
Yeah, because I only had 8 hit points.
So
Yeah. But I'm surrounded by guards. Hopefully one of them will help me out.
I mean, you're on the good side of the gate, so it shouldn't be
Yeah.
a huge issue. but it's bad. This could be bad for everybody. Let me look at my stress rules.
I mean, I can't see Lou. I don't know what's happening over there.
But yeah, okay, so you guys don't witness it, so you guys don't suffer any. Jump over the traps that have already been activated. Gonna try to attack the 15 plus 5. He successfully attacks the gate, and you see he like full on pulls off a chunk of the gate as his fiery maw like melts the metal, and he just like snaps a bit of it off easily.
But he isn't through yet, right?
No, he just damaged it. Run the 3 traps because they've already been activated. Natural 20 on attacking the gate. It's 19 damage to the gate. The gate is looking pretty rough at this point. Like all the guards are getting nervous and starting to back away a little bit.
I mean, lose down. They can do whatever they want.
Yeah, that's true. So in your turn, we'll go ahead and roll death saving throw.
It's just a straight D20, right?
Yes.
19.
1 success. Nice. And on your turn, some of the guards will drag you away from the gate. And
Are they gonna perform any CPR or anything?
none of them are trained in medical, so they're going to hold off on that for the moment. And then they will make some attacks.
Should make some medical checks.
And the guards roll natural 20 as they fire off some guns.
They have guns? We should get guns.
I'm scared of guns. I've been shot by one. Although buying a gun would help Jax be more ranged.
It would. You want to get training in it? You're being pretty buddy-buddy with the Duke. No.
The guy who shot us.
Yeah. Ooh, the big one goes down.
Yay.
As the guards run up with these muskets and start unloading it into all the hellhounds they can see, and the big one just pops from a bullet. Next is Jax.
I'll use my action then and say, should we go forward or should we try and run away?
I say we join the fray.
All right. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And then if I wanted to dash as a bonus action, I get half my movement speed. Is that right?
But remember, your movement speed is only 25 because you have a great shield.
I'm done.
This guy is going to attack the gate. He kind of like bites at the gate, but he is unable to get any significant chunks of metal off of it. To Malgan.
Malgan, they'll bring down food. I was going to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Sorry, I'm going to be here if that's okay. I am going to heal. How's Jax looking?
Pretty messed up.
Okay, I'm going to heal him with cure wounds. 1d8 plus 6.
Heck yeah.
Okay, so that's 13. And then as a bonus action, I'm going to guidance too. I'll just cast resistance on Jax.
And to Ophelia.
Yeah, so I just cast a healing word, so it's a 7. So, okay, 14. And then I will follow them.
So you can use your action to move again if you want.
How many more spaces?
Same as original.
Oof, I don't know if I want to get in there first, but okay.
This guy is going to attack the gate. Misses. He just gnarls at the gate, not achieving much. This guy will do the same. Yeah, same with them. Toulouse, death saving throw. 7. That is a fail. 1 fail, 1 save. To Jax. Oh, well, guard should do something. Did they just save? Or did they just hit? 6 damage.
Yeah, Lou was so worried about getting the hellhounds off you guys, he forgot to heal himself.
Back to Jax.
Okay. 5, 10, 15. I'm gonna try and leap across to the other side.
Okay, go ahead and give me an athletics check. That already clears it.
Does that eat up any of my movement, or was that just my action?
If you succeed, it doesn't eat up any movement.
I'll dash so I can move again. Bonus action, dash to move 15 more feet.
This guy will attack the gate. Ooh, that's going to hit the gate. Does 11 damage to the gate as it pulls out another big chunk. The gate is looking really messed up. To Malgan.
Not the gate. No.
I can't possibly see Lou from here, right?
No, they dragged him back to be away from the hellhounds, so you would have to like exit the sewer and kind of go into that checkpoint area.
Help.
I don't really have much to do. I guess I dash. I could try to jump.
Athletics check. +1.
6. Yeah.
Okay, you fall in the water.
Bloop. That's a dead hellhound, right?
Yeah, it's a dead one. Oh, but you fell into freezing water because those are ice hellhounds.
Sick.
You suffer 8 damage.
Cool.
You can use half your movement to climb back out. Yeah, you can climb out and then you'd be done. But you can also use your secondary action to move a little bit more.
Not very pleased, but he's at least standing.
To Ophelia.
I'm gonna move, and then I'm going to cast Entangle on these guys
Which
on the
guys?
left. The guys on the left.
Guys on the left.
These guys.
Oh god, I forgot those were there. They aren't there.
They aren't there.
No, don't worry about those.
That was my plan. Okay. These guys over by the stairs are.
Yeah,
I
come
don't know
save
if I
Lou.
can-
Yeah, those are all that's left.
Okay, and I've already done all my movement, so
You can use your
Let's-
action again to dash.
I'll dash. Can I try to jump over the water?
Yeah, roll athletics.
10.
And that's, yeah, you just barely make it. You like your foot kind of
Ay.
awkwardly lands on the other side, but you manage to balance yourself, so you fall forward.
My scraggly, awkward, long body barely makes it. Okay,
And then
great. Now we're
if you
jacked.
want, you can use your secondary action to get a little bit more movement.
We're chilling here. I've got a lot of long range attacks.
The dog
Ah.
attacks the gate. The gate falls. As you see, this hellhound just chomps on the last remaining like structurally sound part of the gate and just rips it down and begins to run forward into the mess of the guards. This will run forward and attack the guards.
Kill them all.
Oh my god. It leaps forward into the kind of guard outpost and immediately rips one guard into pieces. Just ribbons.
Oof. Woof.
Lou, death saving throw.
Oh boy. Okay.
19. Okay, yeah, that's a success. The guards will attack the hellhounds on their turn. 19, that definitely hits.
Ooh.
Just a pile of dice over here. You see as the last couple hellhounds are finally felled. As the guards
I was about to kill some.
barely managed, because they're pretty weak and messed up from the traps and you guys fighting them. The guards are able to just barely clean up the last of them as they like take out their swords and stab the hellhounds as they run towards them. That ends combat.
Somebody run and heal Lou.
Yeah, I'm gonna run over and heal Lou. Lou, I'm over here.
Death gurgle.
Healing word 5.
What?
Sorry, really quick. How much stress did I get in total at starting today? I know I got 7, and then I thought I heard I got a few more.
Well, once all you guys see Lou fallen, you guys then suffer too.
You guys didn't see that though. Yeah, that's out of sight.
Combat's over, so I assume all of you are coming over to see Lou.
We got another 2.
Yeah, another 2. But yeah, what are you guys up to right now? So I assume everybody rushes to Lou and sees that he's down. Everybody is panicked and a little worried for him, but Ophelia heals him quickly enough, and he pops back and heals himself
Yes.
up. And the guards are standing around you guys with the gate like completely torn down and ravaged. And you guys look around, these guards are like maybe like half as tired as you guys are. They're covered in bandages. They look like they haven't eaten enough the last like week or two. A lot of them have like burns or acid burns, fire burns, or other forms of wounds that may have come from the hellhounds. One of them kind of steps up to you guys and says, "Well, that was a hell of a fight. What are you all doing here?"
We're under contract with the Duke.
Oh yeah, for what?
This.
Killing the
They
hellhounds?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh well, that's pretty useful. But yeah, things weren't too terrible for you guys showed up. And I think you guys were the ones that really stirred them up.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, we're trying to kill them. So I don't know what you want from us.
We're doing our
Well,
best.
Well, why'd you guys come down here specifically? Is there something
To
special
kill
here?
them, to stop them from coming. We don't know. Maybe.
All right. He kind of backs up a little bit.
Maybe you should mind your own business.
All right. Well, if I
But we
can,
do appreciate your help. Thank you. I died, but I.
That's how you
died.
treat the heroes of the city?
he just kind of
We're
like
trying
looks at one of the piles of limbs that used to be one of his men. He says, "We lost a man too, so
What are you guys doing here?
we were assigned here to not let any hellhounds out." This is one of the largest
How's that been
entrances to the
going?
sewers.
Now you can go home and be with your families.
Well,
Except that guy.
I'm sure there's more
Dude,
hellhounds.
Can I inspect the damage to the gate?
Yeah, what are you trying to look for?
I'm trying to determine if I can fix it using stone shape.
It's a metal gate.
But can I fix the hole with stone?
The gate itself has been torn apart.
Call a blacksmith.
So it's just there's no fixing.
If you had the mending spell and a lot of time,
Okay, then never mind.
Can I do a check to see if any people from the other group are investigating this commotion?
yeah, go ahead and roll perception.
If you guys knew that the hellhounds, this is the worst spot, why didn't you
16.
clear them out?
17. You look around, you don't really see any clues of the other party around.
We weren't followed for once.
And
Malgan, after he says that, might have thought like, let me look too.
okay.
I hate to say it, but I don't know. He'll probably fail.
I'll let you do that, but no more after that.
Yeah, fair enough.
+3, so dirty 20.
Yeah.
Yeah, you look around and you don't see anything visual that would indicate that they've been here.
Okay. Malgan takes a sigh of relief. Like I'm not gonna say he loses stress because obviously like that's a more complex like thing, but like you could tell like a small weight has been lifted off his shoulders that he doesn't see this fucking guy.
If you guys were all posted up here and you knew this was the worst spot for the hellhounds, how come you didn't do anything about it?
He looks to you and says, well, we were assigned to keep the hounds from getting out. We knew that we wouldn't be too much of a match if we went down there and fought them ourselves. That's more business for the Hunters Guild, or I guess groups like you.
Yeah, we that one group with the name that I don't like saying.
You're the sewer inspectors, right? He says, a little
guess.
excited.
You've heard of us.
Yeah, the entire city has when you saved the Duke.
Luke kind of grumbles about unbefitting of his talents.
Jax has a big smile on his face. He's beaming.
We see the guards, and he's like, "Well, I don't think the name's that bad. I mean, it's kind of relatable to the common man, right? You're inspectors of the sewers, but you."
Exactly.
Then like another
Someone
guard,
gets
like
it.
crossing his arms, is just grumbling himself. Shit name. Sounds so stupid.
Yeah. Who goes over and
Can-
talks to that guy?
Can
I'm
Ophelia
surprised you
check-
men aren't more concerned over your friend who was recently mauled to shreds and is lying there in front of us as we speak.
Oh, that's Molly. He does that every week.
Well, of course we are, but
Nice.
it just
Put
happened.
it there, friend. I go to give Lou a high five.
Wow.
I didn't say that.
All right, fair enough.
Yeah.
Guard says, "Well, just what do you expect from us? We're guarding the one of the most areas of the city, and it just happened. We need to call a mortation over."
Fair enough. Listen, men, when do you get off? We need a drink.
Can Ophelia check the hounds? See if there's anything on them that's worth taking.
Well, you guys can
Like
skin
stick.
them.
Okay, I'll skin them.
Okay, so go ahead and roll survival.
13.
You go around, take out your knife, and start trying to skin away, but you cut some of them a little up a bit to the point where it can't be sold. So you manage to scrounge up 5.
Well, I asked them if they want to get a drink with us.
Do we need to be guarding this gate still? Now that the gate's broken, we should probably call a blacksmith or something.
The guard looks and says, "Yes, we'll do that, but it's I think it's night right now. I don't remember."
Emergency blacksmith.
The guard says that? That's crazy.
No, I say it. The DM says that. But he says that and says, or no, he doesn't say that. Sorry. We'll call the blacksmith. I'm sure all of you are doing whatever reason that brought you down here in the first place.
You know it.
Yes, would you like a drink with us?
We're not off anytime soon, friend. Sorry.
We try.
Ophelia, the translocator is vibrating wherever you hold it.
Oh. Okay, I pull it out and look at it.
You look at it, and it is pointing like very specifically in back into the sewer room.
Hey guys, look. It really seems to want us to go back in.
I almost died.
I think we have to. If we don't, the other team will surely figure it out.
Alright, well, Let's go in there and poke our head in, but it's not. If there's more hellhounds, then you guys can take care of it. I'm not.
If it helps, you can stay in the back. I'll protect us.
Should we take a short rest?
I recommend it.
Yeah, can we take a short rest just like on the steps?
Sure.
How much time does that spend, by the way? Just out of
1 hour.
curiosity.
Just like it. Yeah.
1 hour.
Just keep an eye out for the other team.
Yeah, can I forego my short rest to keep an eye out for the other team?
Well, you can keep a watch while you take a rest.
Okay, cool.
So go ahead and roll perception checks, whoever's looking out for the other team.
All right. It's probably not gonna go well. It did not go well.
Yeah, you look around, everything seems clear.
Perception.
Guys, they're not here.
Yep, I agree. Well, an 8 is. It's got some dust in my eye.
All right, time to spam all of my hit die.
The warlock again.
So yeah, the short rest goes by without issue.
I'm also going to cast Cure Wounds on myself.
Okay.
At level 1.
Use all your dice?
What's that?
Did you use all your hit dice?
Yeah,
Oh, wow.
because we had done a short rest before this, so I already had
Alright.
4 taken up.
But let's
Following the
follow this
translocator.
gadget. Yeah.
You follow the translocator?
Yeah.
Okay,
But-
you
We're gonna be checking for traps all the whole way.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
okay, roll
Be very perceptive.
whoever wants to. One person can roll investigation.
I can do it.
Who has the highest intelligence?
21.
Okay, good
21.
enough.
Yeah, you guys descend into the room you were just in, and you do find a couple of traps that were not activated or tripped by anyone. And you point them out and show everybody that where they are, so they don't walk into them. But amongst the traps, most of them were tripped already, but you do find one, like a large bear trap, and one landmine.
Oh, landmine!
Can we just use it and take it with us?
Do
You just
you,
pick it up. No, I'm kidding.
do you have experience with tinkering tools?
You have tinker
Oh
tools?
no. I don't even have tinker tools.
Yeah, so
I
unless
have
someone
a
has tinker
silver
tools. Yeah,
We're gonna walk around that landmine.
you guys just follow the translocator.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, it leads you back to the same like combat arena you guys were just in, and it leads you kind of into this corner of it where you find a ripped up piece of cloth.
I look at it.
You see that translocator is like freaking out when you get close to it. Like this is definitely what the translocator has been leading you guys to.
Interesting.
I cautiously approach the cloth.
How big
Okay.
is the cloth?
It's think like a coat that's been torn up a little bit.
The hellhound could pass through it.
Pass through it. No, it's cloth.
It's just a piece of cloth on the ground.
That's what it looks like. It's pretty dirty because it's been in the sewers for a while.
Are we scared of this cloth? Jax is willing to be the guinea pig if we're scared.
I might
Poke
hold,
it with your sword.
I might hold produce flame and then go check it out.
Okay.
Your funeral.
Do you check it out?
Yeah.
Poke
Are you
it
sure
with
you want to pick it
something.
up?
No, poke it with.
No, I want to look at it.
You have
You
a
looking at it?
quarterstaff, right? Pick it up with the end of your quarterstaff.
Roll perception.
I do have a quarterstaff. Okay, I poke at it with my quarterstaff.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Nothing's gonna happen. I feel like we're being tricked.
I got a
Never
20.
know.
But yeah, you poke at it. It seems like an inanimate object.
Told ya.
Okay, I let down my eldritch blast, or not my eldritch blast, my produce flame.
The ceiling collapses due to eldritch blast in the ceiling.
Okay, well, I'm confused. I pick up the cloth.
Okay, there's a landmine underneath.
What?
I'm joking.
Oh, I perceived.
I know. But yeah, you pick it up. It is this kind of like nicer cloth. That is kind of this nice, not navy blue, lighter than that, but still a pretty relatively dark blue that is very reflective of the light around it.
I start inspecting it.
Okay, go ahead and roll
Investigation.
yeah, investigation, thank you.
15.
Yeah, you
Very-
kind of look over it and you see it's very torn up, and you do find a name stitched into this cloth. Paige Winthrop.
Malcolm
Paige
Fluff.
Winthrop. Paige Winthrop.
And as you see this name, you kind of like you're able to orientate which part of this cloth is supposed to be up and down, and you kind of hold it out, and it looks kind of like a student's gown.
Student.
From where? Which university?
Which president is in charge of
It's the president's cloak.
Roll history check.
Any of us?
I can roll a history check.
I'll do
Since
it.
I've heard the name, I can roll it.
I have a 4.
You want to roll it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Dax doesn't know.
Can we both roll it, or
Never
should
mind. I don't want to roll it.
Well,
Yeah.
you rolled it.
I rolled a 13.
I capped it at 2 tries between 2 characters.
Wait. Okay. All right. I give Ophelia, whatever the not guidance,
help action?
the advantage. Yeah, the help.
Okay, so
I had a +3 with history. I just want you to know.
I have a +4, so
Okay, fair enough.
okay, so we'll use the 14 Hannah rolled then. You're trying to figure out who the name is, right? What was it?
yeah, like what the relevancy of the cloak is, like where it's from, like
right.
what.
You look at it. To Ophelia, it looks like definitely like a student's cloak, but then Malcolm comes up and his experience with the city comes up and corrects you and says, "Oh, that's what's worn at the College of Canon, not the Academy Arcanum." But yeah, you guys look at the cloak. How's everybody feeling about this cloak?
Let's go find him.
We have a
I
lead.
have a DM question, and I hate to do this. I don't like asking questions like these, but I do have a spell called Locate Object, and it lets me locate an object that's known to me. So I'm wondering how it would work, given that it's a student's cloak, if I would just detect every student in the area, or if I would be able to say like, okay, I know this cloak.
But we have the name.
Well, detect
We do
object
have a
is for one specific object.
Okay, so then in this case, like, could I find the remainder of this cloak somewhere?
Well, we might just get a dirty rag from the floor.
Could be, but it could be hidden in a chest somewhere.
Some big brain thinking.
That is some big brain thinking. Anyway, I don't know if it is actually, or if I'm just being like.
Are we
You
under
can
that
try.
college?
Well, remember last time I mentioned that when you popped up to the surface, you saw 2 things. You saw the College Cannon,
Yeah.
the sewer.
All right, I won't do it yet, but I think I'll probably try once we're in the campus.
Okay.
Assuming
We need to tuck this piece of cloth away where the other team can't see or find it. Who has the safest pockets?
Not mine. I've already been robbed, I think.
You're so forthcoming with that information.
Only
Well,
we
I
had
was
some
stabbed
sort of.
by him too, so I mean,
I think Ophelia should keep it then.
If only we had a bag of holding.
Yeah, some sort of bag that can hold things.
Maybe you should go get commissioned with the magic guy you guys know.
It's
The
expensive.
one that hates us?
Yeah.
Doesn't he not like us?
You guys tried to help him.
He
didn't we
is.
kind of successfully help him a little bit?
He doesn't hate us. He's just nonplussed.
Yes.
It's still nighttime, right?
Yes.
So
Yeah.
we probably can't do much. There's nothing else where that rope was left. It's just floor.
Yeah. There wasn't anything else there.
Can we look around the area and see if it was ripped on anything, or if it's just literally a piece of cloth?
Yeah, wanna look around and
Like-
see if there's like pieces lying around?
It's like any kind of like additional evidence as to why it came up. Yeah, like more pieces, or just like something that can tell us a little bit more of a story of why it's here.
Okay, go ahead and roll investigation.
And whatever that is, it is +0. 19.
19. Okay, yeah, you look around and you find little bits of pieces of that like fine silk, like darkish blue robing around the combat arena. You also find bits of it in one of the alpha hellhounds' jaws. Seems like it got a nip of it and then it never got out of its teeth. But other than that, you don't find any more pieces of it.
Any blood on the hellhound's jaw?
Yeah, definitely.
How fresh is the blood and the death of the hellhound, for that matter?
Well, the hellhound just died in the fray.
Oh, we had just killed it? Okay, so how fresh is the blood on... Or is it like blood could be the guard's blood, or
It
like
could
my blood?
definitely be the guard's blood.
Jax kind of half-heartedly says to the group, once we're done with that scrap, we should let the other group find it so that we can use our translocator to find them. And is met with utter silence.
I concur.
Until
Okay.
Malgan says that, Jax has sort of like a confusion where he wasn't sure if he was just saying things or if he just thought it in his brain.
Or yeah, if you didn't quite say it out loud, yeah. Just like you probably did in real life for a second there. Malgan is pondering something, but he'll come back to y'all with that.
Should we go back to the night and take a sleep?
I think I should go get a drink.
I think we should do a better job of hiding this so that they can't find it.
I mean,
Steal it
we
from us.
could burn it and never speak the name again.
We could at that, or
But then we lose the evidence.
I have divination.
The fuck? You have divination?
How did you get that as a druid?
I don't know. It was an option.
I think druids do get divination.
friends, what I could do as well, if we know we can find this later, I could take this to the bottom of the water there and then meld it into the stone.
That could work.
Or we could do that anywhere else outside of the sewers.
I think we should do it in the sewers because we have a less likely chance of being caught by the other team.
Well,
Oh,
especially if they also have something that brings
They're-
them here.
yeah, they're going to be in the sewers.
They'll just be confused.
That's a good point. They'll be in the sewers confused about where to go and what to be looking for.
I like your plan.
Let's do it.
The only risk is they have a way to find it, detect magic or something, and then take
Oh,
the evidence from
Let's
us.
just I'll hold on to it. It's fine. I won't let anybody take it.
okay.
Give it to me. I'll wear it as a blanket.
Well, I don't know if you should wear it.
Put it on like an ascot.
Are you sure that spell is called divination?
It is divination.
But what's the name of the spell?
Divination.
I can't
It's-
find it. I can't find a spell called divination.
There's a spell called divination. I don't remember what it does though.
Do you want me to send you a snip?
Can you click on it and we'll go into roll 20?
Okay.
Yeah, divination, D&D 5e.
Why can't I?
Were you spelling it wrong?
Class is cleric, though.
Yeah, that's what I'm like.
Or wizard.
Wait, it's cleric. How do you? Yeah, how'd you get the spell?
I don't know. It was an option.
Yeah.
The secret multi-classing.
Speaking of, why don't I have divination?
Unfortunately, I
You
don't think
steal
you
my
use the spell,
divination.
Hannah. I
Oh,
think it's druid spell list.
roll 20 is just being weird.
It might just like give you a list of spells and not tell you which list it's part of.
Oh, well, dang. Okay,
But yeah, what's
I'll update my spells before next time.
I vote we go back to the responsible night and take a rest, and then in the morning we search for this person.
I agree. I could use a big ol' ale.
Here.
Also, is Jax aware of any sort of like firearms license in Wickshire?
You would know with your military time that high ranked and highly valued soldiers get training in it. No one else does.
So we're screwed. Well, it'll be worth a shot later on then.
Well, let's go back to the responsible night and be irresponsible.
Ha 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 ha.
So
Okay.
funny.
So you guys go back to responsible night. It's pretty late, so it's pretty quiet. You guys open the door and the door chimes, and you see the innkeeper is there, just barely awake, reading a book, and kind of sits up a little bit in her stool as she sees you guys come and says, "Oh, it's so late. What? But it's because you're all back. Enjoy your night."
Can I get some whiskey, please?
Oh, of course. And she
Thank you.
will go back and grab you some. Well, but she'll look to everybody else. Say, anyone else want anything?
A scone, miss.
Of course.
Big ol' ale.
All right.
I'll take an absinthe, but once you come back, I must know what book you're reading and what it's about.
Okay. And she'll disappear into the back, and you guys.
Does she say it with that tone? Like I'm
Nope.
Yeah, okay.
That was what the DM said.
Yeah, I mean, if she said it with that tone, I feel like you should talk to her. Like, maybe she thinks going
I'm
on.
offended.
Yeah.
What was her name again? It's been so long.
But after she disappears and comes back, she'll give you all drinks.
What's your name again? It's been so long.
See, she kind of like recoils a little bit, like obviously a little offended.
You should have waited till you were drunk to ask that.
I almost died today. I can't die without knowing everybody's names.
Just tell her that you have a brain injury.
Through a concussion. Big concussion.
She looks at you and says, "Well, after
Dirt.
you saying so long, I thought you'd remember, but my name is Jimma."
Oh yeah. I did know that.
Anyways,
I knew that, Jimma.
Oh yes, I'm reading a adventure novel about some strange horned helmet wearing men who sail across the seas and perform righteous war against some enemies of the state.
What is a righteous war?
Sounds like
A crusade.
As soon as Ophelia says that, she just sighs and kind of starts to walk away.
Damn, all
Everybody
right.
loves a good crusade.
Sounds
And
like a
Ophelia
fascinating
just like
game.
chugs her drink and asks for another.
So, someone wanted a beer, right? What everyone
Yeah.
want again?
Big ol' ale.
An
Actually,
ale.
Malgin will take ale and a scone.
Okay.
I wanted absinthe.
Yeah.
I asked
Yeah.
for whiskey.
So that'll be 240 silver, and then, well, for the drinks. And then,
Ophelia will cover the drinks because she feels bad about going in first and then retreating. Sorry,
and
guys.
it'll be 20 silver for the scone. Fuck it, we'll say the first thing you drink after an adventure, you get to reduce some stress.
How much?
So for the beers, it'll be 5 stress. For the whiskey and absinthe, it'll be 10.
Yes, the hard stuff. Do I have to roll
But
for
yeah, everybody has
drunkenness?
to roll Constitution saves.
I'm assuming it's
Great at
been.
those.
Are we in the responsible night in the thing, or should I just roll separately?
I can change it up.
Lou is very much enjoying that beer.
This is a dumb question, but I'm assuming it's been longer than a minute, and I can't use resistance, right?
It has been longer than a minute.
Thought it was
We're
worth an attempt.
super fast. Yeah.
It was worth an attempt.
That
So
beer
we're-
hits Lou really hard because he's because of the alcohol or the lack of blood.
Okay.
The lack of blood.
Rolling a
Lack of
con
blood.
save.
If everyone wants to switch to the map, responsible night, they can.
Jax is holding his liquor today.
Why are we switching the map?
Because we're in a
Because you
different
guys have the
place.
responsible night now.
We're not drinking in the sewer. That's unsanitary.
I know, but it makes me feel like
Oh,
we're about to have a
Constitution. Wait,
fight.
what is that plus?
No, it's the responsible night. You're good.
Don't say it like that.
What's your health again?
Oh,
Mine?
15. I got a 15.
Am I the only one that's suspicious of this?
I don't know. Why are you?
Part of me wants to go rogue and try and find this other team and see what they're up to.
Go for it. Lou's gonna sleep. He's gonna sleep for that many hours.
What just happened?
Yeah, holy shit.
What happened?
Nothing.
Whoa.
Nice.
I crashed. No, I'm kidding.
Responsible. Like,
How much was it? I didn't even
Spell
get
it
a
wrong.
value.
yeah, you spelled responsible wrong.
There's no
It's
spell
okay.
check.
You just switched an S for a C. You're good.
Dyslexia.
No, that's how it's spelled here in Old Country.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Jax
Like
is
when they spelled old with an E.
What's stress relief for Lou playing music at the park? Is that what we stress relief?
So I'm letting you guys the first drinks and food you have after leaving a blighted land count, but not your abilities.
Well, in that case, Lou's just gonna go to bed. He has a long ass rest. Yeah.
Jax is gonna do the same, but he's gonna keep a wary eye out for intruders trying to set up bombs.
I
Oh.
am staying up.
Oh, you're staying up. Okay.
Not the whole night, but Malgin is curious as to how criminals are defended in this city.
Oh, criminals are defended.
Very, very good. It's Fort Knox. I couldn't break out.
Not physically, legally.
Oh, is Malcolm
legally,
gonna be a lawyer?
Malgin is considering the art of law.
they are given a trial, and in that trial, 2 lawyers present cases. You know, they try to learn everything they can about the person on trial and learn, and then make a case about it in front of a crowd and in front of more official individuals like other lawyers and like the head of guards, or if it's big enough, sometimes the Duke himself. But if on a smallest scale, it's usually just like 2 lawyers on a small stage arguing point of views on whether someone should be put in prison or not, and while there is like a single arbitrator.
And the arbitrator is the one who's making the final decision.
Yes, based on their argument.
Okay. And does the Kirkstein control that organization of legal?
No, that was all controlled by the College of Canon.
Is that where we're going?
Yeah.
Was Jax given a fair trial or a trial at all, or was there some corrupt stuff going on?
You were not given a fair trial because I'm trying to think. Oh, because you were trying to escape prison.
Oh yeah, okay, I kind of deserve that.
Yeah, so that they kind of foregoed the trial. Like,
wait, did we all get a trial when we were put into prison in the first place?
if I remember correctly, you all got. Oh no, you got put in prison because they found out you guys were pretending to be city officials, and then you guys tried to.
We were guilty.
Well, you remember what's his face? The rogue tried to break you guys out, and that
Hans.
escalated. Yeah, that escalated a lot.
Is he that dead to us though? We don't speak of his name anymore.
I forgot his name. But he tried to break you guys out, and then you guys all got caught, and that's like, okay, if they're trying to flee, then they're probably guilty. It's not modern trials.
Is Han still around?
Last you saw him, he was working for Hafia.
He'll be back.
Better come back with that dang professor.
So you guys going to bed?
I am in a deep sleep.
Okay. Everybody but Ophelia remove 5 stress.
Oh, I sleep with the group tonight, by the way, and not in a alleyway because I want to be protecting Lou while he has this thing.
So you're just sleeping with Lou?
Well, no, I'm just in the. Well, wait. Do you guys have
Curled
your
up
own
on the foot of
rooms?
my bed.
They all have individual rooms.
Oh, would it be weird if I stayed with you, Lou? This is Malgan asking now.
If you sleep on the floor, go for it.
I'll sleep on the street.
No.
I go outside.
All right. I feel like sleeping on the floor is a reasonable request, especially if you're not paying for the room.
Yeah, but Malgan doesn't feel right about it.
All right.
When he knows he can sleep in comfy stone.
Comfy stone.
So you got the next day comes, you guys wake up without
Morning.
issue. It's
Lou,
now
do you have the
morning.
cloth?
Do I have the cloth? I assume I do. It's
Yeah,
sleeping
you
on it
have
like a sheet.
Yeah, you have it.
Stinky.
It's pretty dirty. It smells bad.
Yeah. What's her face? Jim was gonna think I shit the bed, but whatever.
Malgan is curious where he could find like someone who could give him a lot of small parchment paper, maybe like a little bit thicker. Where could Malgan get business cards?
What?
Do not fake that you're a lawyer and get us arrested.
There are printing presses in the city.
Lord.
Would Malgan know if such a thing of business cards, like the thickness? He knows business card, but he doesn't know.
Who has cardstock?
Cardstock I don't think it's been invented yet.
Okay, fair enough. He's
Has the
okay.
concept
So he,
of this card's been invented yet?
Not really. But you can make one if you want.
what's the closest printing press to the college?
But we all agree in this fictional world, cardstock will one day be invented.
One day, if you ever get there. The college has printing presses. The people who print the newspapers, they have printing presses.
Would Malgan know this, or should I roll for it?
I mean, this is pretty general information. You probably know about this.
Okay. Malgan's especially chipper this morning, then.
Why are you so chipper?
I have a plan, one that might get me out of this slump.
Oh,
You're in a
Malgan.
slump?
It's a bit, yes, I can't stop asking myself, who am I? What am I
Malgan.
worth?
At least $3.
Well, there you are. But it does not help my current situation.
Why do you need these business cards?
Well, you see, I'm going to look into the notable and honorary trade of defending petty criminals.
You're gonna
Defending
become a
criminals?
Yes,
Good luck with that. If you're a criminal, you're as good as guilty in the eyes of this law.
I was a criminal. I was arrested by the Kirkstein, and I was then promoted. Clearly, I am someone who can represent these people who are simply trying to live their lives and rehabilitate themselves.
And you really think you can be successful?
I like your sample size of one story right there.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Do you really think you can be successful?
Yes.
Well, I'm sure. Hey, so we gotta go check out the College of Canaan. I'm sure that they have some sort of law program you can check out.
Yeah, why don't we go take care of that, and then you can get a.
And you can pick up an MBA while we're there.
All right, let's go.
Eating breakfast.
You eat breakfast?
So anything? Yeah.
We don't have time.
Well, Lou gets whatever can cure 2 stress points on the go.
No longer works. Only the things right after exiting the blighted land.
Oh, not even like.
Wait, so how do we lower stress normally then?
Outside of
only-
blighted land, you just have to take downtime.
Okay, so we can only rest inside.
You can rest wherever you like, but you
not
have
rest. We can use stress reducing items.
yeah, only in like blighted
Got
land. You can still use them outside of it. They just don't have a stress relief effect.
To the college.
While you guys were eating breakfast, were you looking at the cloth at all, discussing it?
Sure. Yes.
Only if nobody is around that we are wary of.
Well, the innkeeper is serving you guys, and it's the responsible knight is relatively busy in the morning.
Do we see any unsavory characters?
Roll a perception check.
I mean, we were like
Jax definitely does not
pounded.
see-
Like,
Either that or everyone here is unsavory.
yeah. I mean, like we aren't like openly discussing it, but it's just like, here you go, look, take a look, and then put it away.
Yeah, Jax is surrounded by unsavory individuals. Can't trust any of them.
I've got it. Here it is.
So the innkeeper comes over and while serving you guys, and is just barely able to notice the cloak you guys are looking at, and she kind of looks at it and says, "Oh, that's funny. Where'd you guys get that?"
Working for the Duke. Found it.
Why?
Well, my daughter, she goes to the college.
What's your daughter's name?
Paige.
No
Uh-huh.
freaking way. Jax said
What's your last name?
Oh, it's Winthrop.
Of course.
God damn it.
Is there-
Interesting, madam. Listen, totally unrelated. If you are ever in the market for legal representation,
Not now.
Not now,
Not
Malvin.
now.
Hey, so,
What?
Miss Winthrop, when was the last time you saw your daughter?
Oh, I don't see her much these days. She's busy at college, so I try to give her space.
What is she studying?
You're so sweet.
She studies law. She's going to become a lawyer one day.
Oh boy. Malgan here is looking to become a lawyer too. Is there any way we could get her and see what her experience has been like? Or not get her, like talk to her.
Get her.
Go get her.
Go ahead and roll persuasion.
wait, is that fucking for real though?
Yeah.
What?
She's actually studying law. Was that just determined before this?
That was determined before this session. Long before.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
All right.
All right.
I'm gonna roll the
I promise I
persuader.
didn't like hack you and look at your like notes for this session. I just want to let you know.
Basically just asking like, hey, yeah, Malcolm's interested in law for some reason. Can we talk to your daughter, see how she likes it?
Yeah, go ahead and roll persuasion.
Oh no,
What'd you roll?
11.
Yeah, she kind of like looks at you and kind of like, she's busy with her studies. I don't want to bother her. She doesn't know any of you.
Would you object if we went to go find her and talk to her?
I would appreciate it if you did not do that.
Why?
Old man.
Yeah, middle-aged guy.
Why?
Convicted felon.
No, it's expunged.
She looks at you and says, "Well, she's a young woman trying to make her way in her life. I don't want to bother her or have."
Miss Busybody, single female lawyer.
Can I
Yeah.
insight to see if she is telling the truth about that, or if she has a different reason for us not to want to talk to her?
Yeah, go ahead and roll insight.
Oh my gosh, it was on like 19 for a second and then it rolled to 3.
Seems like she's telling the truth.
Gosh dang it.
Well, we're heading there. Even if we don't see your daughter, but that's where we're heading now. To go clear Malkin's head of this lawyer nonsense.
Well, miss, if you don't mind me asking, who did she speak to get into the program? Just so that I can get into it. I'm clearly qualified.
She went there and talked to one of the professors, and she showed him what she was capable of.
Do you know the professor's name?
I don't. No.
Shame. Well, all the praise in the world to your daughter for becoming a lawyer. Is she a prosecutor or a defense
Prostitute?
Oh my god.
She looks at you and says, you know, she's explained it to me a few times. I just don't understand it.
Yes, I understand. They're only your kids, right? Anyway, well, we'll be off.
All right.
Anyway, my parents don't have any idea what I do in real life.
But yeah, so you guys go to College of Cannon?
Yeah.
So you guys head on over to the College of Cannon. It is a large, elegant building. I mean, large but not massive, but it is mostly made of wood, but you see the very top floor looks to be made mostly of this like really elegant metal and marble.
We've already been here before, right?
I think you guys wandered around here before, but I don't think so.
This is where we figured out the teacher was missing, right?
Yeah.
Or the president.
No, he just wasn't in.
Oh, I guess you
We were trying to-
here before.
Yeah, we were trying to sell the jars. We just still need to sell. They're in my room up in the special night.
Yeah, you talked to a biology professor.
Yeah. We should go back and visit him to see if the prices went up.
Is there an administrative building?
It's kind of built into the building.
Okay, we should go in there and ask for Paige.
So yeah, you guys.
No, we should go find the dean. Say, hey, we're inspecting the sewers, and we found some property from Miss Winthrop, and we'd like to return it to her.
I don't think we should give them that much information.
How are we supposed to find one girl without?
Because they probably have a record of where she lives.
Why don't we simply find the law department and ask where she is? We have a project that we're doing with her, and we haven't been able to get in touch with her, and her grade is relying on this project.
Now what happens when they ask for our student IDs?
I play them a jaunty tune about the joys of law.
I will remind Jax that he has the medallion of the ring.
Yeah. Jax says we should go to the admin building.
We're essentially the FBI. We can get her to come to us.
Well,
I'm thinking that if we talk to people of lesser power, we'll be more able to strong arm them into giving us the information we need.
What information? We just need to find her.
But what if they're protecting her or something?
I mean, for what?
I don't know. Her mom seemed pretty protective.
Well, I mean, we can at least figure out where she lives. I'd say we should go see the dean.
so you guys go enter the building. As a public building. There's no well, there are gates, but they're open right now. And you guys walk in and kind of go back to where the teacher offices are and find a plaque that says dean. You see his plaque reads Fallen Slane, and you enter and you find this kind of like skinnier dude that is kind of balding, looks maybe just under middle-aged, kind of looks up to you guys with a little bit of surprise, seeing a bunch of armed and armored looking mercenary types enter his office, and kind of looks to you all and says, oh, is there something I could help you all with?
Hi there. We found some property from one of your, what we believe to be is one of your students, and we would like to return it.
All right. Which student would this be? How do you know them? How did you get their item?
We don't. We were working, doing some government work, and just doing some maintenance for the city, and we came across this item, and we'd like to know how it came where we found it.
Oh.
It was in an odd spot.
What do you do for the city?
We work in sanitation management.
I see.
Yes, sir, and I'm with the Kirkstein. I'm a liaison with them.
And yeah, you're in your armor too. So he looks to you, and all of a sudden he's taking you a bit more seriously and says, "Okay, what item is this, and where did you find it?"
That we would like to talk with your student first.
I think if you leave her item here, I could hand it off to her.
But we still would like to understand how it ended up where it was. Shouldn't have been there.
Or he'll ask you, where did you find this item?
You don't need to know that.
Listen, we are spearheading an investigation currently. We don't think that Miss Winthrop did anything wrong necessarily, but we are trying to check in on her well-being. We cannot divulge information on this situation at this time.
Go ahead and roll persuasion.
Not even an advantage? I thought I did okay there.
Or should
I
I
have
just help?
2 up, and for the sake of not accidentally rolling at an advantage or disadvantage, I'm just
Well, I asked Malgan to roll.
Yeah, can I give him a help action at least?
Sure.
Okay, that's perfect. I have 2 up. Okay.
So 14. Is that plus anything?
Wait, yeah, let me see. It might be minus something, so I might have just. Oh, it's plus 2. Shit, so 16.
Aha!
16?
Yep.
He looks to you and says, I suppose I can have her called up here. What?
We can speak in a public place. We're not asking for anything shady.
Yes, I'll bring her to my office here.
That'd be good. Thank you, sir.
All right. And he will walk by you guys and try to get the attention of some people. And after maybe 20 minutes, he comes back, and you see a very nervous-looking young woman who is kind of more on the slender side, brown hair that is tied back into a ponytail, with relatively normal-looking features, average-looking features. She's like, has her eyes down, looks like terrified.
Why the sour face?
She looks at you all and says, a bunch of armed men are investigating me?
Well, that's very fair, and it's a very smart thing to say, miss, and we don't mean to scare you. We simply wish to understand something. So
I'm a
if you
woman.
could just answer a few of the questions that my friends here have for you, you'll be on your way.
She like nervously looks at the dean, who kind of gives her like a small nod, and she looks back to you guys and says, all right.
Jax turns to the dean and says, any conversation that happens here is gonna stay here, correct?
Kind of like looks to you and says, what kind of investigation is this?
The kind that's currently private for the sake of the investigation. You are here because we want to make sure that the young woman feels safe and that you feel safe knowing that we are not doing anything harmful. But for the sake of this investigation and for the sake of the city, we ask that this stays here.
Well, you, sir, are Kirkstein, so I know you carry some authority, but I have no idea who the rest of you are.
Show him the medallion, Jax.
I'll show the medallion.
He looks at it and says, oh, I see. Well, just keep in mind you can't make her say anything she doesn't want to. She is a citizen of Wiltshire. And
she has her rights.
Yes.
Wait, now we're doing law?
you're in a school of lawyers. She looks nervous at all of you, waiting for the questions.
Lou produces her jacket. Watches her to see her expression.
Roll insight. What'd you roll?
Anybody want to help me? Well, I think it doesn't matter.
Oh yeah, I can help you out with that.
He's
No,
already
it
rolled.
doesn't. It's a 4.
You look at her and she's stone-faced. She has no reaction.
She's a quivering mess, but then she's got her composure back.
Well, she's still nervous, but you don't see.
Can I cast guidance on? Is guidance a spell I can cast without it being like this is weird?
No,
I mean it's an investigation, so I don't know.
because it's verbal and you have to touch someone, so you'd have to reach over to a friend and say, guide you." Like,
I mean,
for
fair,
everyone
but
here.
like, wouldn't the Kirkstein, if they're investigating crimes, typically be like, it's like the force be with you kind of thing? It's like, you know, like.
Okay, I can
I
see
do
it. All right,
Yeah.
I can see
All
it.
right. I cast it on Lou because I know he's typically the one who's going to be making checks like that.
Well, he already rolled, so
Oh, fair enough. Okay. I'll cast it on Jax.
okay.
Oh God, you're making me make an insight check?
Well, when you want to, I guess.
Okay.
Make an insight check. It's a
Jax is
D4 added to it.
Got it. Jax is gonna ask her, do you know where we got this?
No.
belonging
When
of
was the
yours?"
last time you saw this?
Who asked that question?
At least that would be my
What was
suggestion.
Lou's question?
When was the last time you saw this jacket
So Lou's asking that question.
or Jax?
That's what Lou's asking. Lou's
Okay.
our talker.
She shakes her head and kind of like gives a mild shrug. A few months maybe. I've bought a new one since I lost it. I lost it a while ago. I don't know when.
Can I just do a flat insight check to see if she's lying?
Yeah, go for it.
You get a D4 on that if you want, but you don't have to.
I think I'm gonna save it. This doesn't seem like a very important question.
Fair enough.
That's just a straight 13. Dang it.
Yeah, she looks to you. You know, you can't tell anything under the surface of what she's thinking.
You can probably tell by the condition it is. We found this in the sewers.
I have no idea what those conditions are like. I've never been to the sewers.
Hmm.
Do you have any idea how it might have ended up there?
I don't. I said I lost it. I don't even know how. I left it while in the city one day. I don't even remember where specifically.
Do you know around where?
I was doing a mini errands that day. I cannot recall.
Oh, you remember which day it was?
I do not.
Oh, we thought we had her.
I think we deserve a check on that though. I think.
Okay, wanna roll insight?
I'll roll it. Yeah.
Yeah, someone other than me, please.
I could do it.
I have a 0 to insight.
I
I
do
have a
too.
0 to a lot of things.
No, that was
Ooh,
Yeah,
here we
plus-
go.
Is that
plus 2.
Yeah, I think so. Hopefully not minus something. Plus 3. It's a dirty 20.
Dirty 20. Yeah, you see a bead of sweat like crawling down from her forehead, and that you can tell she
She realized she fucked up, kind of thing.
realized she said something a little inconsistent.
Oh.
Push her on it, Malgan,
Now, Miss,
but gently.
we've done this for a long time, and I've done this for a long time. I can tell when someone's a bit nervous, and I'm not suggesting anything here. I'm simply saying that there might be something more to this. And we're here to help you. I'm with the Kirkstein. My friend's here. Can I tell her that we're with the Duke? Like, is that something that the medallion
Yeah.
is obviously like representing?
Yeah, the
Yeah.
medallion will
Okay.
obviously represent that.
Yeah.
This medallion here shows that we are with the Duke. If there's something we can do to help you in a situation that you might be in, that's what we're here for.
And you're not in any trouble right now. It's not like we're
No.
here to take you away in handcuffs.
If you were, then we would have already. We have nothing to press on you in that way. We are simply here to try to help you.
She
So
looks to you
please, if there's
all,
anything.
and she says, "Well, if I'm not being arrested, then I don't need to be here."
Cam.
Just real quick, are you a licensed magic user by any chance?
Good
No,
question.
no,
So you never practiced magic in your life?
no.
Insight check.
Go for it.
3.
Yeah, you believe her.
Chicks out,
That-
boys. Let's pack it in.
Jax is gonna say, "We know your mother well. We're
Oh. Okay, whatever.
hang on.
Keep going. Yeah,
We-
keep going.
We are repeated patrons down at the Responsible Night, and she seems very trustworthy. You seem very trustworthy, but I feel like I'm hearing different right now.
She looks at you and says, "Don't bring my fucking mother into this."
I'm not insinuating anything.
I think you are, sir.
What do you think I'm insinuating? I'm trying to de-escalate in my tone of voice.
And she says, "I think you seem to think that just by giving my mother patronage, I owe you something."
I didn't say that.
We simply we know
saying-
her.
I am remarking that your mother is a nice lady, and we assume that the apple did not fall far from the tree.
Well, I don't know much about the cloak. I don't know what to tell all of you.
Miss, I hate to say it, but I think you're lying about this. Now, I'm not going to press any further, but you need to understand that this is something serious.
Do you
We
have
can
evidence?
push further into this. Yes, we have your cloak.
Yes, you have my cloak that you found in the sewer, an old cloak that I lost one day, and I have no idea where I lost it. That's your evidence.
I think that there's more to that, and I think that my friends would agree.
You have
Not just
evidence
these
that there is
friends.
more to that.
Perhaps we do.
It's radiating heavy magic.
Well, I don't know anything about that.
Why would you lose your cloak in the city?
The city's a busy place. I set it down for one moment, and perhaps it was stolen. Perhaps I forgot it.
Well, maybe that's how we can backtrack. Why did you set down your cloak?
Because my hands were full.
Of
Of?
Books, scrolls. I was doing.
Do
I
you
was,
typically take your cloak off when you're holding a lot of books and scrolls?
All right,
she rolls her eyes. This is ridiculous. I'm done. And she storms out.
Lou waits a couple seconds and then says, "You know what? I need to go use the bathroom."
The dean looks at all of you and says, I would appreciate it if you didn't come to the school and harass my students again.
Sir, I think that your student might be into something that's over her head. And as you, as a person looking out for her in even any capacity, you should investigate this yourself.
Paige is talented at what she is studying, and she is correct. You have little evidence.
Lou's following her, by the way.
Okay.
Do you know anything about this?
Roll stealth check. What?
Do you know anything about this?
Can we give advantage because we're distracting him with this discussion?
No, it's stealth for Paige. What'd you roll?
10. She's a law student. She's got other things on her mind. A harassed law student.
Oh,
Yeah, you kind of start following her, but she turns around and says, "What are you doing?"
Going to the bathroom.
Well, leave me alone. The bathroom's the other way.
I don't know that.
Just leave me
Can
be.
you show me where the bathroom is, please?
No, go away.
I think there's a bathroom this way.
Just leave me alone. She begins to, she like runs away.
start running after her.
Please don't. Jax is gonna ask the dean if he knows anything about this.
Lou is not going to run after her, but he's just going to keep walking that direction. Like,
Okay. Well, you quickly lose her. 'cause
calmly. Yeah.
And the dean will just look and says, "Why would I know anything about this? She's been a perfect student ever since she first started attending."
You seem pretty involved with your students. I
I'm the dean.
suppose that a student would come to you if they had an issue. I would like to roll an insight check to see if he's lying about knowing anything.
Without the
And I
13.
think that last one of 17 was it.
Sure. Yeah, I'll
Plus
even add.
4?
I'll even add a resistance. How do I delete a dice?
Guidance.
So 19.
19. Yeah, you look at him. He's telling the truth.
I'm sorry that this situation escalated more than it need to be, but I'm sure you know as well as I, by the tone of our voices, how important this is to the Duke and to this entire city.
He looks to all of you and says, "I think the Duke will be displeased to hear that you've been harassing the student. If you,
And I think when we
if
get
you
to the
would please-
bottom of this, you would be displeased. Now, may I ask, do you have any scone baking classes at this campus?
I thought you wanted to be a lawyer.
Yes, I do, and that's next, but I'm
he
just
just
serious.
lost all chances of being a lawyer.
The dean just calmly gestures to the door. "Please leave."
Okay, but if I were to apply for
Please.
law school here, could I put you down as a reference?
No.
Why not?
Jack's gonna start dragging Malgan out of the room.
Straight check.
Sure. I'll do an
Is
easy
Malgan
strength
resisting?
check. I rolled a
No.
21.
But I'm sure that does it. So now I'm being carried out, but I'm still yelling back. Why won't you at least just consider it?
He just ignores you.
Well, clearly she is up to something, whether she knows it or not.
I think we need to go press the mother further.
No, we need a place to stay.
But how else are we gonna figure this out? We can't just stalk her around the city. That's illegal.
I was planning on following her, just seeing her dorm and breaking into the dorm afterwards and looking for evidence there.
I think we should go to the admin building quickly before the dean has any chance to say anything about us and try and figure out where she lives.
Fair enough. I think it's our best bet.
Okay, so that's what you guys do?
Oh, hang on. Sorry, quick retcon, or not retcon, metagaming. Does the Kirkstein have that information?
No.
They wouldn't have living arrangements?
Nope.
Okay. Yes, I think that's the right call.
All right. I think that's a good spot. I need to
Yeah, want to leave it there
go to the
tonight.
bathroom. Yep.
Interesting turn.
Guys, we need to work on our interrogation skills.
I thought I did pretty fucking well.
Yeah.
I rolled a 4 and a 5 on my.
I mean, we knew
Mine
she was
is-
lying. We just couldn't seal the deal. We need to find more evidence.
Yeah, you guys have entered a place of people who all have high intelligence and wisdom scores.
But I mean, she was pretty obvious that she is up to something. Like, I feel like if I'm her, I'm like, fuck, man. I don't know. Like, yeah, we don't have evidence, but like, she was being so obvious.
Yeah.
The bead of sweat and everything, and then like I'm saying like we can help you, and then instantly like, am I under arrest? Like, oh man.
Malcolm the
Oh, no,
cop.
I
man.
mean, that's what I probably would say if I was a law student.
I guess, but like, I don't know. I am kind of in this situation. If you really did just like lose your cloak, I wouldn't be like, am I under arrest? It's like, yeah, I'll explain what the fuck happened, I guess.
Well, you guys are like agents of the Duke, so
I'm assuming we don't have the pull to get a warrant to arrest her, right?
you could try.
I think we'd probably get relieved of our living quarters if we did that.
If you make a good enough argument to the head of the guards or to the Duke, you might.
I will say too, there's a pretty good chance she's not going to let us back. It's like all the daughter has to do is like, who the fuck are those guys that said they know you? Not to give the DM any ideas, but we might want to just consider the fact that we won't have a place to stay tonight.
But I would rather be homeless and figure out what we need to figure out than just be screwed.
True. And I mean, Malgan can always go to the Kirkstein to sleep, right?
You can always find a freaking
Yeah, I
street
can find a
corner to
fucking
sleep.
street. Yeah, to sleep. Yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah, smells in the stone. You guys will have to
Alright,
stalk a young woman next time or something.
Boy.
Love talking.
Jax is not part of this.